Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back with another workout day. Today, we are going to be hitting push day A. And honestly, it's the best workout of the whole week. And the reason that is, we hit bench, we hit chest, best day. Today, we're going to hit a little bit of that. We're going to hit a little chest, a little tries, a little shoulders. Also, we're gonna be hitting abs because I hit abs usually about 3 times a week. But before we get into it, I like to usually I start my workout with a bench, and just when I'm the most fresh, and I start out just the bars, just start working up in weight as a warm-up. So let's go ahead and get into it. So basically how I transfer is like this, the way I'm about to show you guys. Now usually I come this side and I come in this way, but of course because of the camera angle and I want you to be able to see the workout, I'm gonna come from this angle. It'll be a little more tricky, but I think we'll be all right. So anyways, it's just kind of like, you go to standing and pretty much you just kind of like halfway turn. So I'll demonstrate. Basically like that. Pretty simple, pretty easy to do, not too bad. And the other thing is like the first few times that you transfer during the workout is like not really that bad. But of course, like as you start to get into your workout and as you start progressing through your workout and you start getting more and more fatigued, definitely the transferring back and forth does tend to kind of get a little much, and does start to, kind of wear on you. Basically, we just go ahead and move the wheelchair out of the way, at least to the best of our ability. And one of the other things is when I am doing a working set, I like to have dumbbells under my feet to keep my feet planted, just because right now the floor in my garage is concrete and I don't have any mats on it, so the grip really isn't there, and I can't keep my feet like planted down to really use as a driving force in the bench press. So I will eventually be getting either mats or rubber tiling put down to help with that, but in the meantime I usually use dumbbells just to keep my feet planted. Because we're doing a warm-up, I won't really worry about that right now, because I'm gonna have to get back up to put weight on the bar, so it's not that important right now. So anyways, let's get into the warm-up.
I've been in a corner, watching your love, giving to a catalyst. 19 in the ocean, jumping over shore break. Back then it was okay, but your leg, brother in a confidant, little piece of the world, like creators, with power to annihilate. I've been in a corner, watching your love, giving to a catalyst.
Well, I was a little bit shaky on that warm-up. Definitely if I have the dumbbells down, keep my feet placed down, I'm a little more stable. Because keeping my feet placed down kind of helps with stability and helps with the balance. yeah, when I went to re-rack that, like the left side was just not going up. So I don't know if I'll have to adjust this. Might be uneven, but I'll take a look at that. But also, no matter what, no matter how much weight I'm doing, no matter what I do, I'll always be to some degree unstable and kind of unbalanced, at least compared to somebody who doesn't have a disability. And the reason why is my disability. It's not that it's like too heavy for me, it's literally because of the disorder that I have. It affects balance and muscle stability. So this will probably always be something that I struggle with, and always struggle with balance and stability. But I usually have like a spotter with me, just for safety, as well as just, you know, to make sure it's a little more smooth. And being as I don't have a spotter today, I'm gonna have to do a lot lighter, but still gonna try to get a good workout at it. All right, we are all warmed up now, and we're ready to get into the first working set. I don't know if I'll record the other two working sets because basically it's the same thing. I don't know. But yeah, let's get into the first working set.
You were born special. You were born with a gift. You were born with being able to bring your own unique abilities and gifts to this world, and you have so much more to offer. So guys, I just encourage you to find it, trust and believe in yourself, and never quit and never give up. And at the end of the day, know that there's something greater. God has a greater purpose for your life.
Just got done with the third set of the bench press, and oh boy, watching it back, you know. So the first set, it's like as I'm doing it, well, first off, I just realized that even though my pectoral muscles are stronger, I can lift more weight, my stabilizing muscles, which are the most affected by my disorder, the stabilizing muscles are just not as strong compared to my pectoral muscles. So that was pretty unfortunate, pretty big of a shocker to me. Like, dang, I'm really gonna have to work on stabilizing muscles and just build back up the weight without a spotter. But as like I'm coming down and then I'm pushing back up on the rep, you can almost see like the bar kind of going like this, or yeah, the bar going like that. And I don't really know, I guess one side is maybe stronger than the other. So I think going forward, working on that, I need to make sure that it's an equal amount. And something that will help me is recording and watching it back and trying to correct that on further sets. As well as I ended up pausing, and I had it on my chest. And the reason I paused was because I don't know if it was the fourth rep or which one it was, but like as I'm coming up, like it was really bad. It was, this side was way higher than the other. And the reason why is I don't know if it was my wrist was like this and instead stacked. I'm not really sure what it was, all of a sudden my forearm just started really hurting, my left one, and that's why it was kind of giving out as much as it did. Not really sure what that was. Anyways, with all that being said, we're gonna hop into our second exercise. Anyways, we're gonna get started with the shoulder press. And one thing about that is when I am shoulder pressing, I don't like to do like a pronated grip and press like this, I prefer to press with the neutral grip and press like this. And I've heard that it kind of hits your side out a little more than a pronated grip. But the whole reason I do it is because when I try to do pronated, just my shoulders feel super crunchy. And then when I do neutral grip, like all of a sudden it's way better. So that is why I'm gonna be doing neutral grip. But anyways, let's get into it. So we just got done with the shoulder presses, and let me say it definitely dangerous to say the least. But the thing is that's just kind of how it looks with the muscle instability. But what I will say is, it looks a lot more stable than it had looked the first time I went up to 25s. So it's getting more stable over time. You just have to keep doing it. With that being said, we are gonna move into our third exercise, which is laying tricep extensions with dumbbells. Kind of like skull crushers, but rather than like doing it right above your head, I usually do it with neutral grip, and I usually go behind my head, kind of like that. Kind of like, tricep extension. But anyways, let's get into it.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
just got done with the 3 sets of lateral raise, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gassed. You know, I'm pretty gassed out already from the workout, and I missed one of the workouts right after the bench press. I usually go into a close grip bench press for my triceps, and like halfway through the exercise, I was like, man, I think I forgot to even do that. But I don't know what it is tonight. You know, I'm just feeling really off. Every lift feels off. I don't feel as strong as I usually do. I'm more tired. You know, it could be I didn't eat enough calories yesterday. It could be I'm dehydrated. It could be I didn't get enough sleep. Probably all of them. Yeah, but we have one more exercise for the day, and that's going to be I don't know the exact name for it, but you know, the hanging crunches for the abs. Usually I like to throw those in about 3 times a week, and so basically you guys are gonna see the hanging crunches, hanging from a pull-up bar and like crunching my knees to my chest, or at least trying to. I realize it does work your hip flexors a lot, but you know, out of the many different ab exercises that I've tried, it's the one that I probably feel the most in my abs. I also feel it in the hip flexors, but also my abs. So, you know, I feel like it's got to be doing something. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so we just finished 3 sets of hanging crunches and the workout. Nothing what is planned, kind of a horrible workout, but you know, sometimes you have that when you're working out consistently. Sometimes you have great workouts, sometimes you have horrible workouts. So pretty much you guys got to see a little glimpse of what a horrible workout looks like for me. But with that being said, you know, that's Push Day A. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped give some understanding how somebody in a wheelchair can do all these exercises and still exercise, still lift weights, still get a good workout in. If you're in a wheelchair or if you are disabled, I encourage you to get in the gym, get a workout, do anything you can. And just because you can't do some workouts, some exercises, does not mean that you can't get in the gym and get some gains, get a great workout in. So don't let that hinder you. If you are able-bodied, what are you doing, man? Get in the gym, get some gains, get a good workout in. Yeah, but with that all being said, comment about anything you want to comment about. If you would like to see the other sets in a workout instead of just one set, be sure to comment. If you guys like the video, drop it a like. It means a lot to me, helps with the algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next workout video. Peace.